Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Career Mode episode number 80. It's quite the hefty landmark for this series. Next up is the Itzulia Basque Country, one of the bigger races on the calendar, while not being a big race on the calendar, one of the more well-known minor races anyway. And it is a sponsor objective, but this is not one that we're going to spend significant time on. Again, it is one of the smaller races, but as it does fit into World Tour, and somehow they're a level. The objective is just a stage win. So with a stage win objective, it should be relatively easy to acquire. I do like how now that we're into the World Tour, all of the objectives, except for the last one, actually fit in to the time period where it matters. So we're actually being evaluated on the entirety of the season, at least the way the game functions on that. So I do like that. But it's just a one-star objective and a stage win only. So if we knock out that stage win right away on the first stage, which is a sprint stage, and we do not have our sprinter here, so this is actually not the right stage to jump onto. We're not going to win this first stage. Let's maybe skip past the first, and it looks like maybe a punchy stage or a climbing stage are going to be the best way to go for this one. So it's stage number 3. A huge opportunity has been missed so far in this race. That opportunity being the first 2 stages, the sprint stages. All the teams here, only one team brought a sprinter. Just one out of all of them. And that was, oh gosh, what to do here? That ended up coming down to Marcel Kittel. Won both of the first 2 stages. Alaphilippe was second on both stages. And obviously, on a stage like this, with now 29 riders remaining as we go over the penultimate climb, that's, the type of stage that you're going to see Alaphilippe win. But not the typical full field sprint. He doesn't win those. And while he didn't win here, second place just really shows that the only name in sprinting that was around was Marcel Kittel, and Philipsen, even without support, would have easily won both of those stages and completed our objective. Now things are a little bit tougher. Today, surprisingly, we're down to 29 riders as we head towards the final climb of the day. Evenepoel, Gottwald, the only one still here. McNulty got dropped just recently over the previous climb, and then everybody else was dropped over that Category 1. The pace in the field was a lot more than what would be expected, and that's the main reason why we're down to just 29 riders now. Evenepoel, Gottwald, both in good shape. I don't have them necessarily riding for one another right now. I want to make sure that, as we're about to hit the climb, I want to make sure that Evenepoel is still here for the end, but Gottwald is the one who would have a chance to go off and win the stage. But at this point, I think it's better that I just keep them both in this thing, because I don't think they're going to get away and stay away with the chase group. I was hoping to have 4 or 5 riders at this point and use up a couple of them to get over the top, get away, and have 3 riders to combine to stay away over to the finish line. But with just 2 guys left, I just don't see that happening now. There is no pace in this group right now, though, so I don't know. Should I have Gottwald attack? Gottwald's not in for the overall. Evenepoel, I'm trying to hang on to overall time. Gottwald is the one who, on a +4 race day condition, has a chance to get away here and put a little pressure on the field.
Matej Moric goes onto the attack.
Matej Moric, right. That's who that is. 17 seconds clear, and nobody pursuing him at this point. 28 seconds is the gap. He's still got 1.8K to go. 30 seconds almost. I don't think that's going to be enough to hold it. Yeah, they're chasing him down pretty hard here. He should get over the top first, though. 21 seconds, 17 seconds. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Pick up the pace a little bit. He'll still have a 15, well, now it's 12-second lead over the top. Still not done climbing just yet. But there we go. Now it levels off. 10K to go to the finish. And most of it's downhill. He's got just a 12-second lead. Chase is pretty hard. So at least he's tiring people out.
And off he goes. He's giving it one last go.
But at 12 seconds with 5K to go and a lot of it coming on the flat, he does not have much energy for that flat section. 13 seconds now, 3.7. Back off a little bit because here we go, 3K on the flat. That's not enough. Yeah, here they come. Ooh, it's a two-man group. Ciccone. Wow, Ciccone's gotten away. Okay. Nope, here comes the whole group. Venable, I want you to follow. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. You need to step it up right now. Get right towards the front. 99. And sprint. Yeah, he's not going to win the stage. He's not fast enough. Have a good time here, but that's it. Alaphilippe wins the stage, told you. He's got enough to win a small group thing like this. Come on, Gobble. Get up there and make your contact. Venable finished 6th.
Bringing up their rear have made it through sheer willpower.
Gobble took 28th. I don't think he'll have a time loss. He was just a few seconds behind, and he was in the group right till the end. In fact, he was ahead of the group right till the end. But you can see the big names here, and it's all climbers, all of it. I mean, the whole group here. The last one of them are climbers, and the majority of them are pretty big name guys in the top 20. So, real opportunity missed with those first two stages. Would have been a gimme for the victory. I mean, if Kittle was winning races at this point, I mean, yes, earlier in his career, understandable, he was a good sprinter back then, but it's been a long time since Kittle has been the kind of guy you'd expect to be winning a sprint. So for him to have back-to-back stage victories really shows that there's holes in the field. Riders riding without legs, without arms. Alaphilippe now leads the overall. Down to 25 riders in contention for the overall. At this point, we're looking at quite a few stages. 3, 4, 5 are all punchy hill stages, and it's going to be tough to win any of those. Our best opportunity may be the 6th and final stage, which is a punchy time trial, and that would be a Venable going for what could be both the stage and the overall. But Mulan's here. He's going to be tough to beat. 22 kilometers to go, and we have an opportunity that seems to have passed. We have 6 riders in the break. Their gap was down to about 1:20 just a moment ago, and we have largely sat up as we approach this climb. I've got 4 riders left in the group, 60 overall in the peloton, and yeah, just have a feeling we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. So Gottwald is the best sprinter. We'll put him on the back. I don't know if he'll be around, but there you go. 5.3K to the top. We'll wait just another moment before I bring Barta forward. There we go. McNulty, let's use your gel as well. And those 6 riders, I don't think they'll be caught.
Dreadful percentages.
$17K to go overall, and the gap's down to 1:40. I'm catching up to him pretty dang quick here, but don't think it's not going to last a whole lot longer. Venepul and Gottwald are both a little tired. We are certainly thinning the group out. It's down to 40 now. 1.3K to the top. Gottwald is slipping back here. Group's down to 30, and we're catching most of those guys, but Venepul isn't going to have a lot of energy as we go over the top, but he's almost to the top, so we might as well keep the pressure on that a little bit longer. 23 in the group. Okay, set everybody else to auto. Those guys already are. So we've now got 23 chasing 5. Venepul will recover a bit on the descent here. He's not going to win the stage, though. I mean, no way. We've nearly caught the front of the field, so that's a good thing. Just when everybody else was giving up on catching those guys, we've nearly pulled it off and caught them. And they very well may be caught before the end. But Alaphilippe's here, and he's likely going to win. This will still thin the field by a few spots, but these are mostly all of the same guys who are in that top 25. Venepul has recovered enough that he'll be able to compete for the sprint at the end. But with a sprint of 56, he's got 0 chance of winning against these 20-something guys. And we still have 28 seconds to the front 3. Okay, go ahead and use your gel. And now it's just 3 riders as we pull back the chase group. But it's 29 seconds to the front group. Maybe they are going to stay away. And the sad thing was we pulled them back enough, right? I mean, we've done enough here. And yet, no, we're not interested in chasing these guys. 19 seconds, maybe, just maybe. Nope, there goes Alaphilippe, but he's not going to win it. He's going to take 4th. They hang on. Bjork Lambrecht for the win. Bjork Lambrecht over Mollema and Dunbar. Alaphilippe wins another sprint, this time, though, only for 4th place. Venepul takes 13th on the stage. We have not managed to get higher than 6th, which is not good when our objective is to finish with a stage victory. McNulty, Gottwald coming in together in 29th and 30th. And we're down to 2 opportunities left. Race organizers, a little bit cheeky, this move of theirs. Turns out this is a really short stage. It's 115 kilometers, maybe. Soaking wet. So, as we go over the second climb, Peloton already thinning by a wide margin. At the moment, it's just 30-something riders. There was certainly more than that, but the pace has been brutal. Because of that, we're seeing large splits after just 2 short, punchy climbs, and we've still got 4 to go in the stage, and all of a sudden, there's 32 riders in the Peloton. I had the wherewithal to not ride too hard. You saw even a Venepul nearly got dropped on that climb. So we're going to have to make sure we are suited to getting the rest of the way. But with under 60K to go now, I do need to get some water. Hopefully Garrison can get it and get back to the front before long. We're back up to 71 riders, though, as the pace has eased off a bit. Breakaway group themselves are demolished already. There's one rider left at 2 minutes, and then the rest of them have split off. So Garrison returns to the front, and then he does his job. He provides brief protection, and then he's done. So we can see him now going out the back. So Gottwald, Evenepoel both need some support. McNulty, we need to ride for Evenepoel first and foremost. Gottwald was my hope for the stage, but I don't think we're going anywhere with that today. Bennett, the latest to fade. We're down to that one rider now, and he's down to 1.5 minutes, under 1.5 minutes already, just over this next little Category 3 climb. Bennett hanging on? No, now he's dropped. Might regain contact though. 60 riders in the peloton. Barta, go ahead and protect Gottwald. Even if Bennett gets back, he's going to be pretty weak. We sit up again a little bit, but that group behind slowly getting distanced. And we're about to go again. Same climb we went over already, and this one did a lot of damage to the field. 38 seconds to the front. Let's make sure these guys aren't dropping back too far, because I'm trying to limit their pace. 20 seconds to the break. Looks like he'll be caught pretty soon. And he's reeled back in, just as we go down to a half century on the group. Rain starts falling pretty hard as we go up, and now Barta slides backwards. And he is dropped, as is McNulty. McNulty was actually even further back than Barta. I didn't see him slide back, but there you go. Back down to 2 riders again, and down to 25 in the peloton already. Evenepoel, Gottwald hanging on. They both should get up and over this next climb. .33, and as we go back up in size a little bit, Barta is the closest one to making contact. He's in that, or was in that next group behind. He just got dropped. 31 riders. This climb shouldn't be as bad, and it's not. And we go over the top.
Thomas has fallen.
Oh, Alaphilippe, Sivakov, Fulsung, and Thomas in a crash late. I thought maybe I saw one rider go down there. I missed the rest of it. They were right in the middle and right behind my guys. So we're back down to 25, and the leader of the race is almost 2 minutes behind as we approach this last climb. This is a good opportunity because Alaphilippe is that dominant force, and both of these guys, I think I need the climbing ability of Evenepoel and not the punchiness of Gottwald. So I'll use Gottwald. Let's go ahead and use his gel now. Already approaching a climb here. We're going to wait a little bit to attack if we can. I don't like... Oh, man, this road just got skinny fast. It's time to start our move. But gently, because it's still 5K to the finish. So we're not going to go flat out, but let's see if an 87 will pull you forward. Come on. Carapaz attacking early. Oh, Uman just blocked us off. Okay, step it up. 4K to go. Come on, Evenepoel. Evenepoel, you've got the gap. Come on. Get up there. Evenepoel loses the wheel. 4K to go. There you go. There's a gap. There's a gap. Get up there. Get up there. Carapaz is 30 seconds to the good now. Down to 14 in the group. 3K to go. Go 88. We're down to 6 in the group, chasing 1. Gottwald finally emerges to the front. 5 in the group. 2K to go. I've got to keep a similar pace to this, otherwise Evenepoel's not going to make it. 2K to go. And this is it. 3 riders. It's Yates. It's Carapaz. It's us. Oh no, not 99. No! What the heck are you doing? Okay. Stay on his wheel. Carapaz is going to win this stage. We're going to take second. Or third. Nope, we get second. But Carapaz goes off and we at least got a stage top 3 now. And Evenepoel's going to have a good chance to win the overall. Gottwald's still in a good spot. He'll claim 4th on the stage. So it's Carapaz, Evenepoel, Simon Yates, Gottwald, and then Adam Yates. Alaphilippe recovers to 6th place. What a freaking beast he is. Uman, Dumoulin, Quintana, Wellens, Ciccone, and Uran top 12. Bernal loses a bunch of time. Sivakov loses a bunch of time, so that's good for us. Especially for our hopes for the overall. Carapaz not great on the time trial. Evenepoel's certainly got a shot, and he's got an edge over Dumoulin on time now. But I'm not sure if we're going to do better than a 2nd place on a stage. I think Evenepoel can claim a top 3 finish on the time trial, but I don't really expect him to win it. Final stage. It's a time trial. We've been in time lapse up until now, and we've already seen some really good performances. Garrison had an initial time that was good until better riders came along. Bennett had a good time until better riders came along. But we still have Barta in the top 10. We still have McNulty, who just slipped to second. He was in the lead for a short while before Rigoberto Uran beat him by a whopping 2 seconds. So 38.11 is the time to beat. Gottwald on a +5 race day condition takes a decent time trial. Now a 79 today, and his mountain a 78 today means he's got a real shot at putting in a top time. Geraint Thomas, though, just went quicker. 37.57, so McNulty down to 3rd now. I do think that... Oh, crap. Evenepoel already started? I was not ready for that. 81 and 80. Whew, nice. We're going to push 76 on the climb for him. I have not been pushing that for anybody else. We can see once we get onto the flat, we've been able to produce really good times. Evenepoel is second overall entering this one. I think both Evenepoel and Gottwald can improve upon McNulty's time. Now, that doesn't mean they can beat Thomas's time, but I think they can get ahead of McNulty and Uran.
The best provisional time has just been...
Sivakov just bumped it by another 6 seconds. Again, I think we can get ahead of Uran. It's can we get ahead of the others? Can we get ahead of Dumoulin, who's got to be coming across pretty soon? Gottwald is 10th overall, and he is 36 seconds down at the second check. So it's not a bad time.
Attention, it's a new best time.
But Rowan Dennis is the favorite, and he just went quickest. Again, I think we can squeeze ahead of Uran, but I don't know if we can get better than top 5. Gold's doing okay on the bank in terms of energy as Evenepoel just 4 seconds down. And he's in a good place. He's in a really good place. 4.5K to go for Gottwald. And he's got that little bit of energy to burn, so we're going to push a little harder. It's a little uphill rise at the finish, so you've got to have a little bit of energy, otherwise a lot of time can be lost. McNulty slips to 7th, Bernal goes 35 down. 1.9 now. Evenepoel still has a bit of a deficit, but he's not quite to that point yet where things really level off. Gottwald, oh, he's almost out of energy. He's almost out. Oh, he made it. He was about 3 meters. He gets into 3rd place. 3rd place for Gottwald, just 18 seconds down. So he does get ahead of Uran's time. Latour squeezes into the mix now, but he does beat Thomas by 2 seconds. But not Sivakov or Dennis. Evenepoel, a little bit of a deficit at this point, so the extra pace on the climb does hurt. He's 11th, 15 seconds down going into the final sector here. We've not seen Dumoulin cross the finish, and Carapaz, Dumoulin. Dennis was all the way down in 8th. Dumoulin comes 2nd quickest, so Dennis is the time to beat. Dumoulin, Sivakov. Gottwald is now 4th. Evenepoel, 6K to go, and he's about to break even. I think I can push a 77, but not a 78. Means he's going to lose a couple seconds in here. He's got an 81 on the time trial, though, so he's got to be able to put up a good pace. I think I need to go back to a 76 here. I've got to save just that little bit. Cannot run out. Cannot run out. Nobody else seems to be changing the times. So, McNulty is 9th. Gottwald is 4th. And we are almost out of energy right before the finish. And he runs out 50 meters before the finish. That could slow him down a little bit. 2nd place, 9 seconds down. He will be in the top 3, but he does not win the stage. Carapaz was 1st over the top. He's a terrible time trialist, but he's a good climber. 5th, 17 seconds. He'll win the overall. He does not lose much time. Evenepoel gets 2nd for the 2nd time in a row. 2 stages, back-to-back, 2nd place, no victory. Rowan Dennis claims the stage by 10 seconds. Evenepoel claims 2nd. He'll claim 2nd overall, as he only gains a small amount of time on Carapaz. Sivakov, Dumoulin. Gottwald did really good. He gets up to 8th in the overall. Evenepoel is 2nd. He gets within a minute of Carapaz, but Carapaz, with the early break on 5, claims the overall victory. Simon and Adam take 3rd and 4th. Dumoulin 5th. Uman, Alaphilippe still hanging on for 7th. His fall really affecting his race. Otherwise, he could have been the overall winner, most likely. The under 25s should be an all us. Top of the podium, I think. Philippe wins the points classification. There it is. Under 25s. Evenepoel wins by 247 over Gottwald, and then Sivakov. Nolte was 9th in that competition, and Barto is 10th. But we get a 1-2 finish in the Young Riders classification. Second overall, 2 stage podiums. 4th as a team. It's a good race. Certainly a good race for us, but we didn't get a stage victory. So it's actually still a minor failure. Sponsor won't be terribly pleased. McNulty gets 11th on the stage. Barta 23rd. Put in some really solid times. I don't think the sponsor confidence will drop off. It was only 1 star, and we did get the partial success. Garfield is sick with the coronavirus. Oh no. Cancel everything. Actually, a lot of people are dying, so I think they may have done the right thing. Though, there are far more serious issues out there than the coronavirus that we just turn a blind eye to because industries make money off of their fatty foods and whatnot. Fossil fuel industry, yeah, good times, people. Good times. We're lucky to be alive now, but at the same time, there's so much right in front of our faces that we just turn a blind eye to. That is going to do it for this episode, though. Not quite a success, but pretty dang close to it. Still lead. In fact, we're up by 1,200 points in the World Tour rankings. And over 500 in the Super Prestige, so take it. We'll take it. It's pretty dang good. And it's only the 13th of April. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Be safe out there, everyone. Bye for now.